Hey people, it's David from David's Guitar Loft here in Webster Groves. Today we're going to be talking about the Fender Tone Master Pro and some cool sounds that we've just dialed up fairly quickly in this cool piece of gear. It's quite a versatile tool that they came out with, but we really wanted to focus more on some of the sounds that this thing will produce. I haven't spent a ton of time with it, but the little bit of time that I've had, I just tried to dial up three kind of basic sounds, a little bit different, and see what this thing can do. And I think you'll find, as I did, the sounds are pretty amazing. Let's start. The first one is kind of a bluesy breakup sound, maybe Texas blues, a little more grit, but whatever. Let's just give it a listen. The overall gain sounds of this product are pretty awesome, especially like we talked about with some of that mild breakup stuff and the way it responds really to the volume rolls. Just like an amp would roll in and roll off the gain. And it'll clean up really nice, just like an amp should, and not a digital processor. So that was a huge win for me in the Tone Master stuff as well. This thing you can switch on a dime, obviously program different presets and whatnot, switching to Hendrix era 1967 kind of thing. Again, just change a sound, another preset if you're going to a high gain kind of sound. So the versatility of this thing is pretty amazing. To have all those different effects and those different sounds available to you on a touch. You can program this thing in gig mode, for set lists, for whatever you want to do as a studio tool. For me, as a teaching tool, it's pretty amazing to be able to have all these different sounds and all this different versatility to call up just at the push of a button. They nailed this one. So it's something that we really like. Again, I think, you know, an 80s type studio solo sound. To more of a tube amp sound. So these are all different things you can do with this piece of gear. You can plug this thing straight into your recording setup. I tend to use this in several different ways. I use it at home just with a set of Sennheiser headphones. I use it through different practice amps. Right now, these sounds that you hear are running through a little $90 Marshall practice amp that I've taught with for years. So really everything you're hearing is the tone of the Fender Tone Master. And again, the things that I really looked for that I thought a lot of modeling type things fell short on: volume rolls and whatever dynamically you give the modeler, it should sound like you're playing your hands or the guitar that you're playing, you know, whether it's a single coil sound or whether you're rolling the volume off. And another big thing for me is pick attack. You know, as I play dynamically harder, softer, different things, does the unit actually respond as a normal or a real amp would? And it really does. It cleans up really nice, as we talked about, and it rolls back up with the gain really nice as well. So those are all things that I think the thing nails too. Again, this is just the Tone Master Pro plugged straight into the old Marshall MG practice amp, like I said, that I've taught with for the last 20 years or so. Sounds fantastic in a set of headphones. Sounds fantastic in some tube amps I've plugged it into, as well as straight into a PA. Just a really versatile piece of gear, again, that you can kind of take to any gig, any situation. So one of the tones that I kind of like straight out of the box, again, just factory presets, the Police tone. So that'll about do it for today. Just like we said, a quick video on the Tone Master Pro from Fender. Again, if you're in the Webster Groves area, we'd love for you to stop by, play through anything you'd like. We're a pretty hands-on shop. We also have a complete lesson department. We'll talk about more about that in videos to come. We've been a lesson studio here in Webster for 26 years. So don't be a stranger. Come see us anytime.